The Arabian Peninsula, a rich expanse bordered by 8 countries. It's a natural wonder, facing rapid urbanization. What kinds of creatures live here? How do they survive? And can they live alongside us? I'm on a journey to find out. This is Wild New York, in Dubai. My name is Ben, and I'm a wildlife photographer, amateur naturalist, and animal lover.
Say hi to my new coworker.
Join me and my friends as we journey around the city and sometimes around the world to learn a little bit more about the wildlife that shares our home. Dubai is the largest city in the United Arab Emirates and is rapidly becoming one of the largest cities in the world. Famous for its massive skyscrapers, it's also made incredible strides in conservation, setting aside areas like the Ras Al Khor Wildlife Refuge, a wetland famous for its brightest residents, the greater flamingo. The largest of the living flamingo species, greater flamingos can reach heights of nearly 5 feet tall and weigh more than 8 pounds. Their striking pink legs make up more than half their total height and allow them to wade deeper into tidal flats, their preferred habitat, than other birds. Greater flamingos then utilize their impressive beaks to filter feed, just like baleen whales, on the shrimp and other crustaceans that give their feathers that powerful pink. Flamingos are social birds, often living together happily in large flocks, called a flamboyance. Although, like humans, they can get on each other's nerves from time to time. During the rainy season, from January to March in Dubai, dozens of bird species are visible in the sanctuary. But in the heat of July, my only other visible companions were these collared doves. Life in the desert demands serious management of water. But thanks to Dubai's desalination plants, fresh, clean water is abundant, especially in the gardens of the Palm Jumeirah. The water features and lush gardens lure birds like the common myna, a scourge of cities around the Indian Ocean. A more pleasant guest is the Eurasian hoopoe, who is elected to take a dirt bath to clean its feathers. Bulbuls were my introduction to eastern passerines, with both the white-eared bulbul and the red-vented bulbul visiting. Like New York, Dubai has its own pestilential parakeets, the rose-ringed parakeet, which comes from Africa and has been spread into feral colonies by the pet trade. Speaking of urban pests, house sparrows always find themselves at home in cities, even halfway around the world. They were joined in the trees by the Indian silverbill, a passerine from just across the Arabian Sea. But I didn't spend all my time in the city. I had to make my way out to the desert, which of course meant taking a camel ride. But the sands of the UAE are home to more incredible creatures. As I found out at the Al Marmoon Desert Conservation Reserve, with creatures like the Leptian spiny-tailed lizard. These reptiles can be up to 25 inches long, and their skin can actually change colors throughout the day. In the early morning, their scales are darker to attract heat, then lighten as they warm themselves. The Desert Conservation Reserve actively feeds these colonies, and believe it or not, their diets are almost 99% plants. We spent a fair amount of time scanning the reserve for the Arabian oryx, which sadly we didn't find, but we did come across several herds of Arabian gazelle. These desert ungulates were shy, and with good reason. All sorts of desert creatures, humans included, have preyed upon them for centuries. But the UAE has made strong efforts to conserve and promote its natural spaces, even building artificial lakes that host migrators like the black-winged stilt. beautiful desert teems with life, and the Emirates are home to a vibrant, thriving culture. I don't know when I'll be back to explore this incredible country, but I'm certain I'll be eager for the opportunity. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on the next adventure. If you enjoy our videos, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next adventure.